The silence was the first thing that greeted Elias Vance each cycle. Not true silence, of course. That was impossible aboard the Kestrel station. There was the omnipresent hum of the life support, the whisper of the air recyclers, the occasional friendly blink of a console light. It was an engineered quiet, a white noise he had learned to parse like a native language. For 712 days, it had been his only companion. The anomaly began not with a bang, but with a grammatical error. He was tracking the Lagrangian debris fields, a monotonous task of cataloging the ghost names of dead satellites, when a data stream from the long-range scout array flickered onto his main screen. It was a standard telemetry packet, but the header was wrong. It read, "Object inbound. Parameters, negative mass." Elias snorted. Negative mass? Someone forgot to run a diagnostic. He typed a quick query to Scout. System integrity check, confirm data stream 8891A. The reply was instantaneous. Stream confirmed. Object designate, shoal. Velocity, 1.2 c. His coffee cooled, forgotten. Nothing could travel faster than light. The laws of physics, the unshakable bedrock of his existence, declared it so. He ran the diagnostics again. The system was green, every module reporting optimal function. Yet the data stream persisted, a splinter of impossibility in the sane, predictable world of his station. He composed a Priority 1 message to EarthOps. Kestrel Station reporting anomalous scout data, indication of a non-luminal object violating known physical laws. Request deep array confirmation and instruction. He sent it and waited, the hum of the station suddenly feeling thin, insubstantial. The reply came 6 hours later, right on schedule. It was from Director Sharma herself. Acknowledged, Kestrel. Data is fascinating. Proceed with standard spectral analysis. Standard spectral analysis? For an object that shouldn't exist? A cold knot tightened in his gut. He complied, pointing every available sensor at the shoal's purported location. The results made his hands tremble. The sensors reported nothing. A perfect void. No light, no radiation, no gravitational signature. Just an absence that was, according to the scout data, moving. His next message was more frantic. Director, spectral analysis negative. Scout continues to report object with impossible kinematics. Contradiction is unresolvable. Advise. The response was quicker this time, 3 hours. It was not from Sharma, but from a low-level comms officer. Your transmission is garbled. Please repeat query. Also, be advised, your biometric readings show elevated cortisol. Recommend meditation cycle. Elias stared at the screen. His message had been perfectly clear. And they were monitoring his stress levels? That was standard, but to mention it in an official channel was patronizing, unprofessional. The station's walls seemed to press closer. He spent the next cycle in a fugue of repetition. Scout screamed its impossible data, his sensors reported empty space, and EarthOps sent back increasingly nonsensical replies. One message would affirm the fascinating phenomenon. The next would ask if he had performed basic maintenance on his optical telescopes. And a third, from a Dr. Eris, cheerfully inquired about his childhood memories of constellations, suggesting a possible associative psychological event. The climax came when the shoal's projected path intersected Jupiter's orbit. Scout calculated its passage would cause a localized inversion of planetary rotation. It was madness. Elias sent a final desperate transmission. I am either witnessing a physical impossibility or I am the subject of a brutal psychological experiment. Which is it? Confirm the reality of the shoal or confirm my insanity. I cannot function in this ambiguity. He waited, floating in the center of the command deck, the weight of his own isolation crushing him. The reply light blinked. It was Sharma's idea again. The message was short. The shoal is real. It is also here. The main viewport, which had shown the serene, star-dusted blackness of space, flickered. For a fraction of a second, it went pure white. Then the image returned, but it was wrong. The stars were different, unfamiliar. Jupiter was gone. In its place was a vast, swirling nebula of colors that had no name. The hum of the life support changed pitch, deepening into a resonant alien chord. A new data stream appeared on his console, not from Scout, but from the station's own internal navigation. It read, "Location unknown." Elias Vance laughed, a dry, cracking sound in the new silence. He had his answer. The threat was real. The experiment was over. And the solar system, his home, was now nothing more than a memory, lost in the wake of a thing that broke the rules. He floated there, unmoored, a man who had demanded truth and received a universalized consequence. The final, chilling comfort was that he was, and always had been, truly alone.